Take Time to Talk is a project for families who want to reduce conflict in a relationship and improve understanding, communication and cooperation, hosted by TalkFirst, as you're fully aware.
Yep.
How did you hear about TalkFirst, and how did you hear about Take Time to Talk, firstly?
I had after school at Rusby School.
Okay.
They got in touch with them, and they said that we could see each other and that.
Wonderful.
So we're coming for a meeting and that. I find it helpful.
Happy days, happy days. So in terms of the actual process from your perspective, so the school's obviously said this is available for you.
Yep.
From that, has it been a phone call? Has it been an email? How did you get from that initial meeting at school to here?
The teachers told us to come here. I phoned these up and they give me a time and a date and that. So that's how we met.
Wonderful. Was it one of those, like, there were a couple of different dates and different times for you to kind of come in? Was
yeah.
Very easy
I had
for
to
you?
come first, and then when my daughter and me came and seen after.
So you had an initial meeting with yourself first.
Yeah.
Got to understand what the process is and obviously understand it a little bit better.
Yeah.
And then you've come back with your daughter as well.
Yeah, because Bev saw my daughter first.
Wonderful. So you've had separate meetings. You've been with Stacey.
And we had a group chat.
Amazing. How did you find that? Like, separately to begin with? Did you find it helpful?
It was belting, yeah, because she knew what I was going through then and how to get around it. Same with Scarlett, and then we confirmed all together then.
It's great to get that perspective from separate parties as well. Like, I know me being through a similar process, like, you've got your side and she's got her side.
Yeah.
And obviously for someone to come together and have that conversation, you go,
and then
actually,
we'll link up then, and then we can confer.
So once you've linked up together, have you found those meetings helpful?
Yeah. I find I can talk to my daughter better now.
Oh, that's amazing.
And she can talk to me better, and we can help each other.
Did you find, like, being in, like, a different setting to help that as well? I know, like, when I went through something similar, it was going somewhere neutral for me that wasn't home and wasn't school. It was somewhere that felt safe, if that makes sense. Did you find that?
Yeah, I found it alright, so yeah.
They're nice here, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's a nice, comfortable setting as well, isn't it? So
they make you welcome.
There's always a good cup of tea as well, isn't there?
Oh yeah, there is, yeah.
So what did you find particularly useful? Like, once you've come together, those conversations, was it awkward to sit in a room and have those conversations, or was it, like, kind of led by, you know, the people kind of like Bev and Stacey, like, were they asking questions to you both to kind of get those conversations started?
Well, at first I was a bit shy, like, but when I saw Stacey on her own, then we got to meet each other, and then when they both in together, I could talk better.
It's amazing. It's so nice to hear that as well, because I know Stacey really well, and I know how easy it is to speak to her.
Yeah.
And I know from your daughter's perspective as well, like, Bev is so friendly.
Yeah.
Those two together are amazing. So when you've sat down together, have both been in the room, like Bev and Stacey, or has it just been one of them?
No, they were both together at one point.
Brilliant.
It was Stacey at one first, and they both come in, Bev came in.
And how did you find speaking to Bev? Because obviously she'd had that relationship with your daughter at that point. Did you find it easy to talk to her?
She knew what she wanted because she'd been talking to Scarlett first, like, so.
It's good, that, isn't it? It's good. Do you think anything could have been done better in the process?
No. It's just gone perfect because my daughter, she thinks more of me now.
Amazing.
For what I say and that. And she takes notice as well.
It's really helpful, that, isn't it? Obviously, like, it needs to come from both sides.
Yeah.
So as much as you were willing to initiate the process as well, obviously she was quite happy to have those conversations.
Yeah.
Was it like that from the start? So when school mentioned this to you, were you happy to do that straight away, or were you a bit hesitant?
I was happy to do it straight away because I know I wanted help, because Scarlett, she was difficult at the time because of growing up and that, her hormones.
Of course. And from a dad's perspective as well.
Yeah.
I've not got to that stage with my little girls just yet, but I understand, like, that kind of thing, and it can be difficult with children of hormone age, shall we say?
Yeah.
And that understanding as well. Obviously, this is a free process. It is funded, and it has been funded by funders, shall we say?
Yeah.
Do you think you'd have been able to access this if you had to pay to come to something like this? Would you have been able to come to this?
Yeah. Because I found it really helpful.
That's wonderful.
It's got me through different times, difficult times. And Scarlett's picked up now. She listens and learns off me now.
That's amazing, isn't it? Like, and how long has the process kind of been? Has it been a couple of weeks, a couple of months? Like, how long has this taken?
I would say a couple of months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think it's been helpful having those kind of baby steps in between, like those different meetings?
It has, yeah, because I've seen her grow up, right? But now she's taking notice of what I'm saying and that, and she thinks more of me.
It's so refreshing to hear that, isn't it? Like, so from your perspective, obviously those times were tough at the start of this process.
Yeah.
How do you feel now? Like, obviously you're saying like the relationship with your daughter's grown.
Yeah.
And she has taken notice.
Yeah. I feel better for it to do.
So, like, your mental health's probably improved from that as well.
Yeah. I wake up in the morning. I know she's out getting up, but
I think all
she
kids
gets
are.
up, like, but I feel better for it.
It's amazing.
Will it come in lighter now as well?
It does certainly help the lighter mornings, doesn't it?
And when she gets up, I make her a brew and everything. I do.
It's so nice, and I can see the big smile on your face.
I feel better for it.
What was what was happening before this? Like, I don't know the full story of this, obviously, but like, what was happening before you've kind of come to this process? Was she not getting up in the morning, and it was just really hard? Or?
She wasn't getting up. She couldn't bother doing nothing. She used to rely on me all the time. Me to tidy her bedroom up. Yeah. But now she tidies her bedroom up, makes her bed, brushes her teeth, does her hair and that.
Oh, amazing.
Puts her clothes away and everything. So
have you noticed a positive impact on her through her schoolwork as well, maybe?
Yeah, I have. And the teacher said that she seems better.
That's brilliant. So you're getting good
I
feedback.
feel maybe redundant.
Certainly not. You know, there's plenty to do with kids at any age, kind of thing. But it's good that you're getting good feedback from the school as well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So the school has been saying positive things as well.
Yeah, because she used to backchat all the time and get detention.
Okay.
At least twice a week.
Really?
Last week, no detentions.
Oh, amazing.
Oh,
that's great, isn't it? So obviously, her schoolwork's improved from that as well, I imagine.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
I imagine the school seeing that as that reflection of you obviously coming here as well. Her improvement in schoolwork's amazing, but obviously her as a person as well. I imagine she's happier as well.
Yeah, she seems more pleasant.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
So she's getting up in the morning. She's being more proactive about doing these things.
Yeah, we're not arguing like, in the morning, because when she goes out in the morning for school, she's in a mood.
Yeah.
She takes that and teaches and that.
Of course, that makes sense. So that positive impact of like having those communications in the morning.
Yeah.
I've obviously fed back to school. What's she like when she comes back from school as well? Is she still in that great mood, or
she is, yeah.
That's really positive, that, isn't it? It's so nice to hear that as well.
Because she says, "I'm on time, take it away."
It's good that she's like, obviously, what age was she? Did you say? Sorry.
13.
She's 13, so it is a difficult age, isn't
Yeah.
it? You understand that.
I'm looking for some 13.
I know, absolutely. Well, she'll be 14 soon enough, I'm sure.
September.
Oh, wow. So hopefully this will keep progressing now. So I know you said before you're meeting with Stacey and Bev later on as well?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
So what's that meeting for?
It's just the last one to see how we're getting on together.
That's brilliant.
And even Stacey and Bev can see improvement.
I can see the smile on your face. Like, this is the first time I've met you, but I can see how positive you are with this.
I feel really positive now.
It's so good to hear, mate. Honestly, like, it's so refreshing to hear. Like, it's nice to see someone on the backside of this kind of process.
The good side of it, yeah.
100%, because we meet so many people that are like, they're so down and out at the beginning of the process. Yeah. And I can kind of feel that again through like what I've been through. It's so nice to see someone toward the end of this.
That's how I was at the beginning. Like, I couldn't bother doing nothing because of what I've been through and that.
I understand that. You get negative.
And I was in mood and that, but now...
So not only has it impacted her obviously being more positive, but you're obviously more positive with that as well, which is so nice to hear again, because obviously that improves your kind of like your mood and your feelings, which I think that impact, if you've got two people negative going against each other, it's hard, isn't it?
It is, yes. I was at the beginning.
Whereas I suppose if, she might have a bad day at the moment, but if you wake up positive, you kind of balance each other out as well.
But I make it into a good day, I do.
I love that, Jason. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.